Small island developing states are low-lying coastal countries that tend to share similar sustainable development challenges. Some of these challenges are limited resources, remoteness, susceptibility to natural disasters, vulnerability to external shock, fragile environments, and excessive dependence on international trade. Their growth and development is also held back by communication issues, energy and transportation costs, and little to no opportunity to create economies of scale. One of the key issues affecting the SIDS is international trade. It is a problem which counteracts the development of engineering within these islands. One of the ways international trade affects the engineering aspect is the significant cost to import and export materials and products to the islands. Industrial engineering. This is a branch of engineering which deals with the optimization of complex processes and systems. The role of an industrial engineer is to evaluate, improve, or implement a system while taking into consideration factors such as money, knowledge, equipment, materials, and fabrication of product. Here is an example of an island. An island is a portion of land which is completely surrounded by water. They are too small to be called continents. Some of the islands are very remote. As a result, it is difficult to transport materials to them. One of the ways in which materials are transported is by lodging them into containers which are conveyed via shipping vessels. Due to the size of these islands and build quality of the structures on them, the islands will sustain significant damage from natural disasters such as hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis, and tropical storms. The climate where these islands are located has a higher occurrence rate of some of these natural disasters. Engineering in the small islands can be encouraged by various methods. One of these methods is to form a unified group among the islands. This group will be similar to CARICOM but designated to facilitating engineering within the region. They can contribute to the production of a factory on one of the islands, where there is raw materials to be processed. This factory will be maintained by the unified group, and will manufacture and distribute the products as required by the islands. The objective of doing this is to save money by minimizing the transportation, that is the cost of exporting the raw materials and importing the final products. There is a possibility that islands will be unwilling to collaborate, or there may be some conflict stopping the formation of the group, such as the client base for the factory will be too small and therefore the idea will no longer be feasible. If this occurs, the islands with the raw materials may approach the international companies which exports most of their material, with an idea to save money. The idea which may be proposed is for the company to build a factory on the island where they can process the raw materials into the product. This is different to the small islands developing a factory because the international company will have the means to run this facility on the island, as long as it is practical to them. The trade-off for this being practical is that they will be expanding the company to new areas, and they will no longer have to import the raw materials, therefore reducing the cost of transporting it. This cost is countered by the fact that they will now have to distribute the final products from the island. The products may be distributed among the islands and internationally, if desired. The benefits of having an international company invest and create a factory in the islands are, there will be an influx of available jobs, the raw materials will not have to be transported and then processed, instead it is processed on the island and then the product is transported, and the islands will have a factory which they did not before, therefore increasing the presence of engineering within the islands. Industrial engineering is an underappreciated position in the private and public sector. The role of an industrial engineer is to develop or enhance complex systems. They are the key to reducing heavy reliance on international trade within the SIDS, and by extension, reduce any potential issues which the SIDS may face in the future.